Hello and welcome to a Dragon Age Inquisition side quest video. So this one's going to be a little bit different from others. We're not going to do a zone. What we're going to do is we're going to do some of these inner circle quests. So Memoirs of the Grey. Probably not going to do the Ideal Romance. We might. Possibly. We're going to go find our Venatori. Going to do this. Going to do that sort of stuff. We're going to go back to the Forbidden Oasis, do some more of that. Then we're probably going to do some crafting, see if we need anything. We're going to basically get everything set up so that at the start of the next episode, I can just go ahead and start the story quest and it'll be fine. So what we're going to do first, we're going to do some war table stuff. Oh yeah, that's the other thing we're going to do. We're going to go and open every single door that we found that's locked, that we for some reason couldn't get through because we needed deft hands and fine tools. Because we have that now. Red Jenny and the Bad Goods. The planned caravan, tipped by Sarah's friends, was abandoned at our blockade. The organisers have disappeared. There's no doubt it was intended for the enemy. Amulet of Power. The Tevinter Resistance. Our open support of Magister Talani had both good and bad results. The Imperium looked on the Inquisition with scorn, primarily based on its religious views regarding the Herald of Andraste, but they also view our growing power with respect. Magister Talani sent her thanks and tells me that our opponents have backed off for the time being. She sent along some additional supplies to use as you see fit, and some Cartesian candles which you will pry from my cold, dead fingers. Josephine. Enhanced Chain Lightning Ring. I don't think we have anyone who uses Chain Lightning, so that's probably going to get sold. Inquisitor. Sister Liliana's advice was excellent. Her scouts located the mining operation Marquis Buffon had started in secret, which must have freed the Darkspawn from beneath the earth. When discovered, the Marquis sent mercenaries to attack, but the Grey Wardens were well prepared and easily cut down all resistance. Marquis Buffon has fled into the Garmoran Peaks. The Grey Wardens remain in high spirits. They seem proud of this opportunity to redeem their name in good faith, and losses so far been light. It is an honour to fight beside them. Yours, Lieutenant Suzanne Tloshek. Influence. Okay, what we got? Present for Bianca. A golden opportunity. Wait, is this just get gold? I think that is literally get gold. Yeah. Oh no, that's we can get gold if we allow somebody to be here. Like, it would be at the Inquisition. Let's have a look at Ferelden. Inspire. I hear your name on... Oh, right, yeah, this was one that we were meant to do. I hear your name on everyone's lips. They want to conquer you in battle and in the bedroom. You are a legend, a dream. You make them forget their troubles, the war, and the torn sky. That is what they need from you most of all. You must bring good cheer to them, and when they cannot find it for themselves, men fight harder for revelries they've tasted. Lord Chancellor de Leon. We're going to go with Cullen. Answer. Because I think we need the other ones to do other things. Okay, so it's not Gather Coin, because that's that one. Horn Hightown, this one we've been missing. Ruffles, Nightingale, and various agents named after coming jobs. Thanks for looking into this bullshit mess for me. Based on what you've told me, there is only one person I can think of who specifically uses Bronto liquor as an insult and can't write worth the damn. Worthy, an acquaintance of mine from Kirkwall. Although, why he'd do all this, I have no idea. I owe you all the drinks at Varric. We're going to send Liliana.
Let's see what we have.
It's going to take 6 hours or so. And the last one, present for Bianca. I should have had more faith in my agents. Of course, they tracked down Provident, who sought their shelter from the Mage-Templar conflict with a wealthy Navarian patron. We provided a brief description of Bianca and Provident adapted the design for a leaf spring stabilizer to suit one of her stocks. We were also able to secure his original design for our own use in siege engines. So we got aiming module. Okay, this is one we've got to do, restore Judicial's Crossing. Okay, we'll do a golden opportunity. We'll send Josephine. And that's all of them, if I'm right in thinking, apart from Pursue Marquis Buffon. which we would need to send Cullen to do that. And now we've done that one. Need to look at which one we're going to do next. So I think Inner Circle. So Memoirs of the Grey. We've got to get stuff from Storm Coast, Western Approach, and Falomire. Ideal Romance is in Val Royeaux, pretty much. Venatori is somewhere. And Circle Major. So we take Dorian, Blackwell, and Vivienne around. And we'll go and have a look at some places. We've also got some Skyhold ones that we need to do, such as upgrading gardens. They're probably not that important unless you're actually doing a lot of stuff. And finding all the copies of Hardened Hightown, which I'm not especially thinking I'm going to do, but we could. Right, Amulet of Power. Who is the amulet for, and can we just give it straight to them? Is it for Sarah? Yes. Sarah. Right. Amulet of Power. Which, for some reason, gets rid of her other amulet, which was Dexterity? Oh, it's better than what she had. Anyway. She now has another ability for us to teach her. There we go. Right, come on. 3 points to spend. Let's go for archery. Knocks down targets. Long shot, explosive shot. Just make her generally better at shooting arrows, which is all she does, so. Fine. Should we go and talk? I think we're not going to go and talk to everybody yet to make sure we've seen everything. We're going to finish these missions, then we can go around and talk to people. In case we've got something happening with that. If I'm right in thinking that's just Sand and Ruin. Hissing Way. Goes to the war table to stop the Venatori advancing in the west. I don't remember that, but I think it's actually just all of our quests. Are there anyway? Right. First place to go. We've been to the Hinterlands. We've cleared it out. We've cleared every single thing. Apart from the poetry book for the romance one. Crestwood. Falomire, that's what we're looking for. So, discover all landmarks, and presumably that will also allow us to get everything else. Right, we want to go to a camp. So, this is the furthest forward camp. See, do we need to... We don't need to go to a camp. We can just go to this beacon. Yes, we'll travel. We're going to take Dorian. Okay, we can also look at these to see which ones we need to do. So we need to do Sarah. Sarah will have something for us to do. Dorian doesn't. Varric doesn't, I don't think. Cole doesn't. Solus, I think's changed. And Iron Bull's changed. So I'm not... I think the white means that we don't have to do anything else with them. I'm not taking Solus, sorry. Vivienne and Blackwell. Although this means we don't have a rogue. I don't think there was anything in the Falomire for Vivienne. So we'll take Sarah just so we can get some different conversation going. At least we don't get the same conversation between Solus and Varric. About the Grey Wardens. Ugh, that one's heard a lot.
Oh, this place is quite impressive. Right, locked a door with the Grey Warden's thing behind it. Is it this direction? Yeah. And some loot? That can't be right. Well, let's run over there and see what's up. Okay, we're near what we're looking for now. We're just going to switch this out. Actually, it looks like Blackwall needs to level up. We'll do that very quickly. Champion, we'll give him that one. It's fully gone up in the champion tree. And then Vanguard, we'll give him better armor bonus. There we go. And now we pick Sarah. And let's get her to open this lock.
Grey Warden Tome. Shred of blue. Here the rain upon the leaves, above the sky lies grey. A shard of blue would have been denied, alas he could not stay. There was a stir within his blood, and the dreams lay thick upon him. A call did beat within his heart, one road was left before him. Here the rain upon the leaves, above the sky lies grey. A shard of blue would be denied, alas he could not stay. See how the rain washed away the tears that you were crying. Although the dark spawn calls me down, you know that we all are dying. Here the rain upon the leaves, above the sky lies grey. A shred of blue would be denied, alas he could not stay. And so he came upon the place where so many tread before. One last look upon the world before he crossed that final door. Here the rain upon the leaves, above the sky lies grey. A shard of blue would be denied, alas he could not stay. Birds reel across the endless sky, above a house upon the plain. In memory she sings to him of a time before the rain. Sweet and drasty hear our song, for his road will be ours too. Before darkness claims our souls, let us see that shred of blue. Here the rain upon the leaves, above the sky lies grey. A shred of blue would be denied, alas he could not stay. Words to a song scrawled on a spare paper. Writer unknown.
The history
Okay.
of the Grey Wardens is fascinating.
Is it? This loot is fascinating. Okay. This looks like pretty bad loot. Ah, Bianca arms. Never mind. Hargrave Keep. In 652 Storm, Ban Hargrave's knights helped drive Avar invaders from Ferelden's lowlands. When the king asked Hargrave to pursue the retreating tribes, she refused, demanding funds to build a keep. Caught between a fractured court, Hargrave's knights, and impending famine, the king reluctantly granted her a large parcel of land to the south. After defeating the Avar, regrouping in the boglands, the band built her castle. As the famine grew worse, the wisdom behind her choice of location became clear. Hargrave Keep ate well, dining on a steady supply of fish and game while the farmland starved. Hargrave's line died out, fighting her legion invaders in the Blessed Age. Only the village at the base of the keep remains inhabited, as the keep has fallen into disrepair. From notable fortresses, castles, towers, and other edifices of interest in Ferelden by Henry Lannon. Okay, bit of history about the keep.
Ooh, superb belt of healing. Might be good for Solus to have on. I assume it means the person increases the power of a heal, not increases the heal done. Is that not the one? There's two locked doors here? Okay, it says locked door right here. Is there one below? Possibly. Let's go and have a look. Ow. I think it might just mean that door. Yeah. I don't think it's going to go away. We'll go and have another look up there. Unless I'm missing an obvious door. No, I think it's this one. Okay. So, back to the journal, let's double check what we got. Memoirs of the Grey. Western Approach, Storm Coast. Veterinary. Western Approach. Exalted Plains. Find 3. So, Western Approach, Exalted Plains, Western Approach. Well, not that. Western Approach for that one. Okay, well, let's head over to the Western Approach then. I think that's the desert. Unless we want to finish off here first. What have we got left to do in the Falamire? Oh, we have no quests here. But we have 2 locations yet to discover? I don't think we do. I think we're fine. Okay, so. We're going to head back to Skyhold to reset the party. And then head out to the Western Approach. Right, so now we're here. Let's see where we're going to go. We've got a couple of Fade Rifts, a Colorum, Primeval Red Lyrium, not really interested. The Venatory. There's the first one. Search for the mine. Wait, that is actually an actual Venatori quest. Well, we'll do this one. It seems like a proper quest. Probably get rid of the rift on the way past. Oh, looks like Vivienne needs to level up. Let's find some for her. Knight Enchanter is apparently quite a strong tree, so we'll put her down here. Disruption Field seems like a good choice. It's this one. Oh, that seems really good. That's wrong button. Right. Find the mine.
What are the odds that all these people just happen to die here?
Okay, it looks like the people who were dying here were researching dragons, so that's probably a good chance that's what killed them. Let's have a look in the mine. Okay, so apart from all the dead people and the amount of rocks, this doesn't appear to be the mine that we're looking for. It is a mine, it's just not the mine.
Note from a Templar. Benedict, pull up stakes. All plans for the mine and the western approach are off. The Inquisition's on the move and headed your way. Dump all the bodies, relocate to Empress de Leon. Interesting.
Whoever did this should pay.
Now we've been there and it was pretty much a way to make that was where they made the Red Templars, so. This was probably like a red lyrium mine? I wanna say. Almost illegible note. Jeanette, be careful bringing back the equipment from the university. Marcus saw some dangerous looking folk skulking in the caves near the road. Bandits or brigands or anti-intellectuals of some ilk. I do not know what they might want to with us or research matters, but it is better to be safe than sorry. Frederick. Faded journal. We know they were here. They put up awful statues of Andraste looking snobbish everywhere. They go. Not much of a secret location. We know they found a way to reserve tranquility, but so far, nothing we've discovered has told us how they did it. I hate that statue, she just keeps sneering at me. Okay, maybe he's talking about they're talking about Templars? Ones who did the tranquility. I think. Anyway. Or Seekers. Anyway. Claim. Lost Idol. The relief carvings on the slab depict worshippers of Razakil, old gods and mysteries, engaged in a religious ceremony. Shortcut. Scratched into the wood is the following message. Can I get you a ladder to get off my back?
Okay. Let's see what we've got around here. A couple of mysteries, a rift, on the Chantry Trail. Okay, so we got a couple of things to look at.
Zor's Tower. Warden Zor, as commander of the defence of the Adamant Fortress during the long night of the Second Blight, gave his life in battle against the Hurlock Alpha, from the Grey Warden archives at Westhoop. We got a camp up here, we're going to go and get that. Bottle of Thedas, West Hill Brandy, notes of blackcurrant with a honeysuckle finish. Also tastes like brandy. Are they having a picnic up here? Very weird. Hidden Stairway. The stairway is extremely old and weathered. Its boards bear subtle gouges where clawed feet have tread, and there are no indications of who built it or for what purpose. Okay, so this thing over here has a whole bunch of question marks next to it, and I'm very tempted to go and find out what they are. Assault on Griffin Wing Keep. So this is Griffin Wing Keep. We'll attack it. Somehow. The Old Well. This ancient cistern stinks like rotting meat. Great.
Solid fortress. The Inquisition could make use of it.
Alright, we've taken the fortress, we've killed everybody in it. Oh, and we got a unique helmet. Which is pretty bad, actually, all things considered. I mean, the armor's good on it, but probably would have been better helmet if we'd got it at the time. Before we crafted better ones. Do I want to do the star puzzle? Maybe. There it is.
Inquisitor, you're early. We've barely been set up a week. I have a patrol out at the moment. Some of the men cited darkspawn in the area. I have reports that bandits have taken up squatting in the fortress the wardens abandoned. We're reasonably well entrenched here, but the keep's water supply has been problematic. It's causing delays. I'll prepare the troops for inspection at once.
Okay, tell me about the darkspawn.
What can you tell me about the darkspawn in the area? The darkspawn seem to have emerged since we took the keep. I've warned the troops not to engage unless absolutely necessary. We don't need a blight in the ranks. We have to find whatever hole the monsters came from and seal it.
Water supply?
What's wrong with the water supply? The fort's well is full of garbage. Blasted Venatori threw corpses in there. There's an oasis nearby, but a Vargas claimed it. Doing a decent job of keeping us away too. 4 soldiers have already fallen to venom and claws. We'll need reinforcements to drive the monster out.
Bandits?
Report. What's the situation in the Warden's fortress? Bandits moved in. Worse than Kullbacks, if you ask me. They're holed up in there, using it as a base to strike at our supply caravans. Blasted scavengers.
That's all.
Carry on, Captain. Yes, Inquisitor.
Griffin Wing Keep. Prelate. Our spies report that the Inquisition is heading towards the western approach. Prepare the Venatori to defend our operations until they are complete. Service.
Well, well. You're making the Venatori feel bad about themselves.
Right. Let's do this star puzzle.
Oh, that one was fairly easy. Constellation Toth. The only constellations to maintain its ancient name in the present day, the constellation Toth directly corresponds to the ancient event or old god known as Toth, the Dragon of Fire. The depiction of this constellation varies, usually represented either as a man of flame in agony, presumably a victim of an old god, or as a flaming orb. Scholars in the Divine Age attempted to officially change this nomenclature to Ingvar. This is why some old texts record it as such, but the attempt never caught on even after the eradication of the old god worship in the Imperium. From a study of Theodosian astronomy by Sister Oran Parachus. Okay, that gives us the location of the other two. Let's get rid of the Darkspawn.
The Darkspawn got through. I'll have to see what our people at Skyhold can do.
Okay. So if we can't do that one, I guess we're going to do on the Chantry Trail. Let's claim this. Gates of Andorro. Engraved in the gates are symbols of Andorro, old god of slavery.
That's the grandmother of all locks. We're not getting in here.
Right, let's go get some new water sources. Lamar Tower. Senior Warden Lamar, hero of the second Battle of Forward Pass, held back 3 charges of Darkspawn during the critical long night of the Second Blight and lost her life in service to Thanos. Even if we're not going to collect the shards, we might as well find them. The Surveyor. This mining equipment has been abandoned for a very long time, not even the scavengers have disturbed it. Let's go get rid of the squatters. Elegantly written note. Gentlemen, your mistakes are beginning to distress me. I told you to take the equipment to leave the research team alive. Perhaps you didn't know the difference between life and death. If you cock up this again, I'll be happy to demonstrate this distinction for you in detail. Service. Okay. Next one, we're going to go get... Right. Yeah, we're going to go to the camp. Then we're going to move along and get the next lot. Griffin Wing Monument. In honour of the Wings of Adamant, the brave griffins who gave their lives in service to keep the blight at bay. In war, victory. In peace, vigilance. In death, sacrifice. And Frederick's livelihood.
Visitors, thank the Maker. It's been so long since I've spoken to anyone. Have you come to observe the wildlife too?
I think I found your supplies. A dead man out in the desert had these on him.
Dead? Blessed Andraste. What about Marcus or Jeannette? This is terrible news. I am Frédéric of Serrault, foremost researcher of draconology in Orlais. I came here with an expedition from the university, but the others are all missing. Now, return whenever you like. I'm always glad of the company of a fellow scholar. After more than 30 days, I have yet to observe the abyssal high dragon in... Oh. Yes? Can I assist you?
Found your supplies.
I have the supplies you were waiting for right here.
Now that I have my recipes back, I'll be able to concoct a bait the high dragon cannot resist. I have most of what I need, but I still need to gather quillback intestines and a phoenix's tail feather.
You study dragons. I'd be interested in hearing more about that.
Oh, they are fascinating and little understood creatures, thought extinct for centuries. Now they seem to be making a comeback. The Nevarrans wrote extensively on breeding and nesting behavior, but high dragon hunting patterns have never been studied. I would be most interested if you come across any Gurn corpses that might be victims of dragon attacks.
We'll have to speak some other time.
Okay, we've spoken to the dragonologist, and now we're on the Chantry Trail again. We're not going to lure a dragon right now, although that might tell us why, that might give us a clue, like, where to get the dragon in this area. I thought we saw it going towards that keep over there, like all the way back over in that direction, but I'm guessing that it just went somewhere else. Like, it just flew off. So we don't have to worry about running into it.
Barely readable unsent letter. Service. Can you bring the Grey Wardens back? My men are seeing Darkspawn at night. Darkspawn! It's not a blight starting, is it? You'll protect us, right? Druvand. The creation of a phylactery. We let the boy rest. The first night they brought him to the White Spire, convinced the Knight Commander Belrose to delay the ritual till the morning. The journey was long and the lad could barely keep his eyes open, poor thing. I was certain escape was the furthest thing from his mind. Medine found a clean cot in lieu of the other apprentices, and when I came in with his supper, he was already fast asleep. In the morning I showed Medine how the vial was prepared. First, a simple charm to preserve and protect the glass. Then a spell that kept the blood from forming dark clots. The last step could only be completed with the apprentice present. I sent a young Templar recruit off with the message that we were ready. The boy was escorted to the chamber by Belrose himself. I could tell he had just been awakened. There was a smear of dirt on his face, perhaps from the road. I called the boy to me and cleaned his cheek with my sleeve as I explained the ritual. "We have to take your blood," I said. "Because you're special and we don't want you to be lost. If that happens, the blood will allow us to find you and bring you home again." I let Medine take the lance at this time. The tremor in my hands was worse that day, and I didn't want to make too deep a cut. I held the boy close and Medine made a small, neat incision on his palm exactly as instructed. I felt the boy struggle and start to cry. He pulled away, but Medine grabbed his hand firmly, letting the blood run into the vial. Then Medine cast the spell like we practiced with the vial. The blood churned and grew bright in the presence of the mage to whom it bound. It was done. Another phylactery, another link forged. He was leashed to the White Spire. The boy could not look away from the glow. He was enthralled, and the pain and tears were forgotten. "See, this is magic," I said to him. "When you are older, I will teach you." Belrose let the boy hold the phylactery for several minutes before he locked it away in the chamber. Okay. Secrets of phylacteries and things. Chantry logbook. We so far cannot confirm that Pharamond had any luck attracting spirits at all. It may not have been possible for spirits in the Fate to even see someone who has been so long tranquil. He wishes to continue the experiments. We will stay and observe until he is ready to leave. Is this about making somebody who was tranquil not tranquil again? That'd be cool. Ooh. Great armor. Great sword.
And a mosaic piece. I think we're clear in here apart from deep mushrooms. Deep mushroom, deep mushroom. Right, clear in here. So all we got left to do, favors for the first enchanter. Haven't found any Venatori to fight. Okay, and we can't go there just yet. So we'll do favors. Then we'll go to the Exalted Plane and hope we find what we're looking for there. Oh! What's this? Nope, nothing. Okay, we don't need to join in, we'll just disengage. And we can just walk away.
And we might as well get the landmark before we leave. Shimmering Stone Mine. The ground here trembles slightly underfoot.
Okay, this Memoirs of the Grey I think is stuck behind that gate, although we should probably check. We'll check the other side. Before we leave. Oh, so both ways in here are locked. Interesting. Anyway, if we can't get them, we will go to the Exalted Plane. Over here. Here's favors for the first enchanter, and we have a camp nearby. Is that nearest camp? I think it is. Okay, are there any Venatori on this in this area? Left to grieve, left to grieve, left to grieve. One less Venatori, right next to a camp. Perfect. Okay, so now we go back to Skyhold, talk to Vivienne. Collect all of the War Table missions, send them out new missions, and I think we'll call it there after all that.
Hello, Vivienne.
Yes?
Did what you asked.
Your lost books have been found.
Your assistance in this matter will not be forgotten, I assure you.
A golden opportunity. That went splendidly. Naturally, the worthies of Orlais wanted nothing more than to be given everything while providing nothing in return. But I set the record straight. If they want our assistance and support in their efforts to restore the war-torn Dales, they'll need to show a deference to our agents and ensure that any troop movements and trade efforts in the Inquisition makes in the Dales are given the highest priority. All of it took a bit of negotiation, a few subtle threats. They sent along some lovely gifts to show their appreciation for your presence in Skyhold, and the consortium should ensure that any attempts we make to gather coin in the future are much easier. So that just unlocks something. Oh, deal with Lord Ballas Maron. Oh, do you recall the last letter I sent about the new volunteers who have reported to Suladin Keep to help with our efforts? Lady Ducat, daughter of Bastille Maron, was one. We're unaware of her real identity because she came to us disguised as if... Oh, I remember this one. We're going to send Josephine opposed to sending Cullen to... Basically, she's the daughter of a noble and we can either chuck her out or find another solution. These two are still in progress. Right. Well, that seems like a good point to end it for this episode. Next time we do a side quest video, we'll probably... I don't know. Depends really what happens in the next story quest. I suspect we'll be back in the Western Approach. Might actually do a more focused side quest video like usually do. But I was just trying to get a few companion quests done here and there. Thank you for watching. See you next time.